Hello, I'm Kate Rigall from UniSA. This video will give you a bit more information about the workshop we're offering to schools as a part of our Healthy Brain Development study. I'm offering to speak to children, in classrooms or in assembly, about looking after their brains to complement the Australian curriculum in the areas of personal, social and community health, and in the cross-curriculum priorities of critical and creative thinking and personal and social capability, as I'll explain now. I'm going to give you a brief overview of the presentation aimed at 6-year-olds. For older kids, I would add a bit more detail, and we could adapt it based on what works best for your school. I would introduce the topic with a couple of questions to prompt the kids to start thinking about their brains, like where is your brain and what does it do? Here, I set up the premise. It's important to look after your brain to make it the best brain it can be. So today, we'll try to level up our brains by earning points for exercise, sleep, food, and feelings. Here, I'll introduce the heart and brain characters and the listening time and activity time symbols. I'll talk about how exercise trains your heart and lungs to bring oxygen from the air to your brain, regulates your sleep cycle, and makes chemicals that help you build new memories and manage your mood. Then we'll put Brain's sweatband on and plan an exercise routine for him. For each activity, I'll award up to 3 points based on the children's suggestions. If we miss any, they'll have a chance to go back and fix them up to earn full points and level up. Here, I'll talk about how sleep is important for making our memories stick in our brains, for paying attention, and for managing tricky feelings. We'll use a sleep ruler to talk about bedtimes and how much sleep we need. Then we'll plan Brain's bedtime with this toy bedroom set. The kids will take turns selecting an item and telling me what to do with it. How warm should the room be? Should we have screens in the bedroom? I'll award points again. Here, I'll talk about how eating the right food gives our brain energy for the whole day, makes up the building blocks of brain cells, supports your brain by keeping your heart healthy, and supports your mood as well. Then we'll plan a healthy breakfast. The children will take turns telling me if each item is an everyday food that Brain should eat for his big day back at school, or a sometimes food we should put away for a special treat. Time to win some points. And here we'll talk about why we need feelings, to motivate us, warn us about danger or bad choices, and help us connect with our family and friends. Then we'll talk about looking after your feelings, how some are easy and some tricky, but all of them are normal and important. As well as listening to our feelings, we can look after them by looking after our whole brain, eating, exercising, and sleeping well. For this one, we'll award the points as we go, asking the kids to help Brain notice and observe his feelings without getting caught up in them, accept them without judgment, and talk about them with someone he trusts, rather than acting on them without thinking. I'll then prompt them to remember the 3 other things we can do to look after our feelings: eat, be active, and sleep. Here, I'll give the kids a quick intro to the scientific method and what I do as a researcher. Finally, I'll have time for questions from the children.